Yo, what is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the video. And as you all know, I am a proud Philadelphia Eagles fan, and the season didn't exactly end the way that was expected from really anyone. And I just wanted to bring a reaction video because I know a lot of people do it like the night after, like the day after the game. But I just wanted to see the dust settle and see how everything really turned out in the end. And yeah, here it is. Now, I was never worried when we lost to the Niners by a lot. I was never worried when we lost to the Cowboys by a margin, and I was never worried until the Seahawks started driving down the field in their game. And I mean, I wasn't worried. I never said that I was worried. I made sure that I just wasn't worried, but that game didn't exactly go to plan, and just gotta say, bounce back, keep going to work every day. But it just never ended up working, and unfortunately, after the Cowboys game, the front office made the decision that sold the season, which was switching our defensive coordinator calling duties from our original one, which I forgot who it was, to this guy, this Matt Patricia, who needs to be fired immediately. And if he's not gone by the end of by the end of, I don't even know, like a week or like what, like he needs to be gone before next season. And if he's not, we better at least make sure that he's not calling the plays because I have a lot of faith in this front office. They have brought us to a Super Bowl. They've won us a Super Bowl. They've done a lot of good things, but this was certainly the reason I think that we ended up going on a losing streak, but I will say that the offense certainly has not looked hot. It has slowed down massively, and it really never looks hot. I mean, DeAndre Swift, he was the top five running back for a majority of the year, but yeah, I will say that the one thing that ended up really killing us from the beginning of the season was the expectations, and I think that also hit the Chiefs as well, with all their drop passes and them just not having the same year. Was the expectations, and when you're an underdog team and you go on to win the Super Bowl like the Eagles 2017, it it feels a lot better, and you just keep playing because you just have fun with it. Because there's no, if you lose, it's okay because you were expected to anyway, and it's okay because you can just keep building on it for next year. But with expectations, you're just you're just expected to do it, and if you can't do it, then you keep punching yourself down. And it sucks that we did have those expectations, but it was well warranted. And I will say that everyone talking about how Nick Sirianni should get fired. I get it. It's it's the Philly fandom, and if something doesn't go our way, we want it to be fixed, and that's just how Philly fans. That's just how we work. And I will say that Nick hasn't done anything to deserve this. His play calling, I mean, it hasn't been the best, but I mean, without Shane Steichen and Jonathan Gannon, this offense and this defense is just not the same. The team is not the same. Um, and if we don't figure that out, it's just not going to work out because they were those are the guys that really made it all the way with us. And yeah, it does suck that you make it all the way and then you lose and then you lose the guys that got you there. But yeah, I do have a lot of faith in this team, and I don't think it's gonna matter if we lose a big defensive player in free agency because we shown that we don't care. We could just go get Shaq Leonard. We could just go get Kevin Byard, and we already have like a lot of young playmakers. We have Reed Blankenship. We have Keely Ringo. We have a lot of great young guys that are gonna be staying with us. Um, and I'm not gonna be worried if we lose like a Darius Slay, which I love all the guys. Losing CJ last year it really sucked, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna be too big of a problem. But yeah, injuries were tough. We did lose Dallas Goddard, but we didn't lose those games when he was out. So yeah, man, disappointing season. But just got to keep going, keep getting hyped for next year because now we're underdogs. We're back to being underdogs, and that's the mentality that Philly is. And we get our most success when we're underdogs. And with us now being placed back down into a tier below the Super Bowl contenders, I feel like we can make some magic happen. But again, expectations don't want to expect it. But you know, it's with Philly, it's just got to think about it. But yeah. But screw you, Cowboys. I'm very glad that you guys lost. Honestly, if you guys somehow beat the Packers, that would have been a terrible week. I mean, at my school, these Cowboys fans they're always yapping at me, but thank God they lost. Otherwise, that it would just been miserable. But it's fine as long as they lose. I'm I'm okay. But yeah, we just got to get back to work, keep working. Also, Jason Kelsey, I love you. You made the right decision. You could still be the best center in the league if you played next year, and I respect you for making the right decision for you. And I get that you wouldn't want to play with us after last year, but I think it's more of just you had enough of this game. We barely even got you through this year anyway, so yeah, salute to you, and I'm glad that you have a lot of faith in the young guy behind you. I believe Cam Jurgens or whoever it is behind you. I'm glad because he's had a pretty good mentor for at least a year or two behind you. So you left you left pretty good, but sad that we couldn't get you another ring. It's fine. Hopefully you can find your first one, but no, yeah, you definitely did. But yeah, we do still have the core three now at this point. Sad to say that in Lane Johnson, Brandon Graham, Fletch. So yeah, but I do love this mindset of this team. Just get back to work and see you next year, really. But yeah, love Jalen Hurts and love this team and just keep on fighting and screw the Cowboys, really. But yeah, just let's make some good free agency decisions. Get rid of Matt Patricia. Don't be too drastic, but do the things you need to do in free agency. And let's get back to work and let's get back up there, baby. Come on, fly Eagles, fly! You already know, fly Eagles, fly for life. And yeah, sad way to end the season, but just like Jalen Hurts always says, you can't win without losing. So see you next year.